Hi, my name is Sue from More Creating by Sue, and today I'm going to show you how to add some transparent boxes on top of your regular boxes so that you can get different types of stickers. So here I have a sticker box for a happy planner with a transparent box on top. I can either leave this in my planner as is, or it will allow me to write on top of the image. So the first thing you'll want to do is go back to your template that we created in yesterday's video. Now, to help me with knowing where to position my transparent boxes, I like to fill in the back of them with a color, usually just a light gray color. So I'm going to select them by dragging across, and that will select all of my boxes. I'm going to fill them in with a color. It can be any color of your choice. I wouldn't choose red because red is your cut lines. Next thing I want to do is select one of my boxes. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can either create a new box using your drawing tools and then center it, or you can use your offset panel button. You can offset the outside of the box or an internal offset. So I'm going to do an internal offset, and you'll notice now I have a new box that has a red line, which means that both of these would be cut. I don't want them to both be cut. I only want the outside box to be cut. So before I change the line color, I'm going to go over and I'm going to change the distance of my box. This distance is from the inside box to the outside box. The bigger the number, the bigger the border. So I'm going to change that to 1. And you'll see that it creates a tiny little box on the inside. Now we know that's going to be too small. So let's undo that. And then you can change it. Let's change it to 0.1. And you'll see it made it just a little bit smaller. You can also drag your handles in, but if you do that, then you'll need to reposition your box so that it's centered. So to do that, I would drag in my handle to the size that I want it to be. Then I have to also select the back box a couple of different ways. You can drag to select both, or you can hold down your shift button and click on the box. Now if I press the center, well, this would center it to the page. We don't want to center it to the page. We want to center the inside box to the outside box. So I'm going to go over to my transform panel button and I'm going to click on center. And you'll notice now it's changed it to the middle. So now I'm going to select that box again because this is the box that I want to be transparent, and I also don't want a line color. If you do want a line color, that's fine, just don't make it the same as your cut line color. A little suggestion is to always have your cut line color the same no matter what you're using, that way you'll never forget it's a cut line. So I'm going to take the line color off and I'm going to fill it in with white. It's not transparent right now, it's just white. So if I add an image to the back of it, let's do this. You'll see it's white on top of it. So I want to make it transparent by clicking on it and changing my transparency. You can either slide this handle over, or you can change it to a percentage. Let's do 30%. I can still see the image behind it, but it gives me a space on top so that I can write on top of it. You can do that with any of your shapes. So let's try the heart. So click your heart, go to your offset button, internal offset. You can change the distance if you like. I'm going to keep it at 1. Change the fill color. And you can change that fill color to any color you want. It doesn't have to be white. No matter what your fill color is, when you change the transparency, you'll be able to see through it. So let's change it to pink. So right now it's a solid pink. When I add my background, you'll see it's still a solid pink. If I want a transparency, it's still pink, but it's a transparent pink. Nope, I don't want to do that. So when I go back, I can change this to a different color and you'll see it's still a transparent pink. And that is how you add transparent boxes. If you want to do a transparent box like this, oh, I keep going to that one. Then what you'll do is go over, create, let's actually use this one. So create your shape. Position it. It's going to be a little bit too big, so I'm going to change my width. Let's say 1.2. So here I have my shape. Let's change our color to white. Take off the red line color and change the transparency. Let's do 25%. And then you can either duplicate it or create a new shape. I'm just going to duplicate this one. You'll see they're adding it. Yeah, let's do 5. So now what I want to do is I want to move this down. And then I want to select all of these shapes. So how I'm going to do that, the easy way I found, is to click and drag across and then unselect the rectangle. Now all my shapes are selected. Now I can go to my transform panel button and I can evenly distribute those vertically into that shape. You'll see it moved it. And I can center them into an aligned space. And there you have your shapes within the shape. So now you can add your color or your pattern. And you have your shapes on top. And that's how you add transparent boxes on top of full color boxes. I hope this is helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments if you find it helpful. Thanks. Have a great day.